Good day, Daz Studio enthusiasts. I am not from this world and I want to welcome you to my tutorial series. Alright everyone, well today I'm going to finally get to something I probably should have talked about a while back. I've done several videos on how to morph your props so that you can make indentations and have your characters sit on something and press against it. Well, I finally am going to talk about an easy way to do this, and that is using the smoothing modifier. I honestly don't know why I haven't shown you this earlier, but it is a neat little trick. And not to take away from some of my other tutorials where I used like hexagon to do this, each method has a reason. And we'll talk about that as we go today. But one of the easiest ways to modify a prop is to activate its smoothing modifier. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take our cutie Milica and we're just going to have her sit on this couch. And if we just put her into a sitting position and put her on the couch, it's not very realistic because we all know that the couch gives and presses down as you sit on it. We can easily do a quick manipulation with this smoothing modifier. So let's do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is just select the couch itself. So I have the sofa and I'm going to come up here to edit. We're going to go to object, go across to geometry, and then we're going to go to add smoothing modifier. Now when we do that, it's going to turn this couch into a morphable object where we can take Milica and have her collide with the couch and it'll produce the indentation that we want. All right, now the next step is to make sure your sofa is selected still. Go to your parameters tab, select the sofa, and then you can just scroll down until you find where it says collision item. And what we're going to do with that is we're just going to select Milica as the collision item. So I'm just going to click on the collision item and we're going to come up here and just select Milica. Now once we do that, Milica will collide with the couch. Then we need to make a pose where Milica is sitting. And I was just playing around with this. I did a search for sitting poses. And I think I'm going to just choose this one where her legs are kind of crossed. And so I'm going to select Milica and we're going to just put her into that pose. So now she is sitting and we can run a simulation to make sure her clothes are the way that we want them. So I'm just going to do a simulation with the start bones from Memorize Pose on. And let's simulate and get Milica's clothes properly positioned as well, because that's important. The thing about Daz Studio that maybe I don't like is to get a scene really set up well, you have to do like 5 or 6 steps. So you have to remember to pose and then simulate, and then maybe you have to do this smoothing modifier. You know, there's multiple steps to getting the render the way that you really want it. Okay, so she's posed and it looks like her hand is a little bit whacked. It's poking through. So we'll make a few little adjustments because this is never perfect. So you make a pose and then you've got to adapt it a little bit. But that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to just click on Milica and we're going to move her over to the couch. Now, as I drop Milica, she is going to collide with the couch. And I know that her dress is hanging down. Don't worry about that. There's really, as far as I know, there's not much we can do about that. It'll be embedded in the couch. Okay, now what's interesting is if you look at this, there's nothing happening, and I know why. I'm kind of glad this happened. I made the collision Milica, but Milica is actually a group because I've included all of her clothes and everything, so I put Milica into a group. So in order to get this collision to work properly, I'm going to have to go back to my couch, and we're going to have to select for the collision, not Milica, but we're going to have to select the Genesis 8 female. When I set Milica up, I created a group and I forgot about that. And so we're going to have to do that. Now you can see look at the couch is morphing. And I have her set back a little too far, so it's like morphing around her leg and everything, which is pretty whack, but that's an easy fix. We're just going to select Milica and just kind of move her out. And you can see that there's a nice indentation where she's sitting. This is a really cool feature that Daz has. I wish we didn't have to do all these different steps to get these cool effects in Daz Studio. I wish that it was just more intuitive, where, you know, if you put the character on there, it kind of recognizes some of this stuff, but it just doesn't. You know, if we hide Milica now, you can see the indentation in the couch, which is pretty cool. You can make anything into a smoothing modifier and have it collide with other objects, and it's pretty cool. One thing that we need to understand, though, is you can only collide one item at a time. And so if we had something else that we wanted to put on the couch, like another person, you cannot collide both characters onto the couch because the couch itself only has one collision item. Now in my next video, I'm going to show you how you can get around this. There is kind of a convoluted trick to getting both characters or multiple characters. We could even get 3, 4, 5 characters all to press down on this couch if we wanted to, but that is for next time. Another important aspect of this smoothing modifier to understand is there's going to be a limit to this depression. And so when I take Milica, when I start moving her down even more, we just really have limits to this. And that's why morphing your objects in, let's say, hexagon can become really handy, because you can make that depression as deep as you want in hexagon, where with the smoothing modifier, it's a lot more subtle. We don't get huge changes, and sometimes we may need those huge changes, and that's where something like hexagon is going to come in really handy. Okay, I'm going to get her rendered up, and I hope this helps you. Sorry I haven't gotten to this smoothing modifier earlier. I know a lot of you were asking, well, why don't you just use smoothing modifier when I was doing my video on hexagon? And I was like, well, you know, I just haven't gotten to it yet, and there's other ways to do it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and render this up. Please like, subscribe, and give me some comments. Tell me what you use smoothing modifier for. And in the next video, we're going to take this a step further, and I'm going to show you how you can collide multiple objects onto this couch. All right, until next time, happy rendering.